Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to my WWE Evolution Predictions video. This is the first all-women's pay-per-view and I am really excited for this show. I know the card could be a bit better. I think we could all book dream matches using these talented superstars in a better way than maybe they've been used or been booked for this show, but put all of that to one side because this is the show. There is more than enough here to get excited about, so this really is all women's pay-per-view. It wouldn't surprise me if the refs are all women as well, because they've been training a lot of female referees down in NXT and at the Performance Center, and so I would fully expect to see all women referees. Lillian Garcia has announced that she will be there also, so I would expect her to maybe sing the national anthem at the start or certainly make some kind of an appearance. I would imagine JoJo will still be the ring announcer, but I think they really are going all women for this one. It's a bit of a shame because I think the only reason they're doing it in truth is because of those Saudi Arabia shows. You might remember the Greatest Royal Rumble earlier in the year had no women on that card at all. They will not allow women's wrestling in Saudi Arabia. I don't even think women were allowed to commentate or work on that show at all. There was a real wave of outrage from the WWE universe. Rightfully so, and I think that's where this show has come from. I think this is WWE's answer, if you will. Women couldn't be at the Greatest Royal Rumble, so now they have their own pay-per-view. The announcement has been made as well about WWE Crown Jewel. I will put a link at the top of this video right now and at the end in case you haven't heard the news. The location has been confirmed. We now know where WWE Crown Jewel will take place. That show being in only a week's time. But we're not talking Crown Jewel, we're talking WWE Evolution. Let's get to that match card and let's start with the match that I might be the most excited for. The Battle Royal, and the reason I'm most excited for the Battle Royal is because Alundra Blayze, one of my all-time favourite wrestlers, she was so ahead of her time, wrestled in the late 80s, early mid-90s. I think her last match was in the year 2000, so we have not seen her compete in the ring for 18 years. She is back and she is in the Battle Royal. Other people to look out for, we've got Zelina Vega, Molly Holly returns, Maria Kanellis, Kelly, Ivory, Alundra Blayze, Michelle McCool, Torrie Wilson, Naomi, Lana, Carmella, Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, Asuka, Dana Brooke, Nia Jax, Alicia Fox, Ember Moon, Peyton Royce, Billie Kay, and Tamina. So those are all of the names announced for that Battle Royal so far. We also know that we're getting a 6-woman tag match that literally no one wants to see. I don't even think the people that are in the match want to be in the match. And that is going to see Sasha Banks, Bayley and Natalya take on the Riot Squad. Now this is a match that we've seen quite a lot this year, so it is disappointing that we're going to get that on a pay-per-view show. I think the reason for it was because when Sasha Bayley found out that they were going to be in the Battle Royal, they really didn't respond well to the news. And I think that they needed to fill out the card. I think they thought, well, let's give Sasha and Bayley, their own entrances and their own moments somewhere on the card. But really, we should be getting much better matches than this awful 6-woman tag. I also think that means Sasha Bayley were obviously never going to win that Battle Royal. We know the winner of the Battle Royal is going to go on and compete for one of the championships. I'm saying Asuka wins the Battle Royal, and I'm saying that no one cares who wins the 6-woman tag, but I suppose it should be the Riot Squad. Next up, we've got another tag match, this one of quite significant importance, because we are going to see Team Bestie, we are going to see Trish and Lita take on Alexa and Mickie James. Now, Alexa Bliss has had a fantastic run on the main roster over the past couple of years. Mickie James is a legend, but I really think that Trish and Lita are going to stick around for a while. I don't think they're one and done. I think that they could stay a little bit of a tag team that gets used here and there. I don't expect them on house shows. I don't expect them on Raw every single week, but I don't think they're done. I think if you're coming back for a tag match, I think they're going to get in there. I think they're going to enjoy it. I think WWE will bring in tag team championships for the women. I hope that gets announced on this show. And I really think that Trish and Lita will compete for them, will go for them. I'm not saying they will win them, but I think Trish and Lita will win here, and then we build towards a tournament, maybe with the winners crowned at Survivor Series. Next, we got the final of that Mae Young Classic. This could be my favourite match. My favourite wrestler in the world right now, no doubt in my mind, Io Shirai, the genius of the sky. If you have joined us on those Mae Young Classic live streams, you will have seen how passionate I am about this woman and about her ability. She really is one to watch. She has the hard-hitting, striking style of Asuka, but she's also got the aerial ability of like Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio being her big idol that she looked up to. She even does the 619. So Io Shirai, hard-hitting with aerial acrobatics, taking on the much-loved Toni Storm. No idea who wins this. I could see Toni getting it because she has competed for WWE on several occasions, coming up short. This could be her crowning moment. Or they could go with Io Shirai, who legitimately is one of the best wrestlers in the world. Do not sleep on this match. I don't care if you've not seen the Mae Young Classic. I am telling you, watch this match. Io Shirai versus Toni Storm. I'm saying Toni Storm wins, and I really wanted Io Shirai. Next up, we've got Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship. This is a very heated rivalry. It was the final of the Mae Young Classic last year. Shayna Baszler went on to become Women's Champion. Kairi defeated her again for that championship. I think it's got to be Shayna Baszler's time. Shayna Baszler, I think, does have a victory over Kairi Sane, but it wasn't in a tournament. It wasn't for a title. It was just on NXT. Yeah, I think that Shayna needs a big win on a big stage. We also need to build up the 4 MMA horsewomen. So I'm expecting Shayna Baszler to win this match. Next up, we've got Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair for that Smackdown Live Women's Championship. I really loved the Performance Center angle. I thought that it maybe could have been executed a little better, but it was still a great idea, and it really did add to the feud. So they have been fighting and warring all over WWE. So yeah, really interesting storyline. I think Becky retains. There's rumours now that they're starting to think, should we do Ronda versus Becky at WrestleMania rather than Ronda versus Charlotte? Because Becky is so over, so popular, that they're leaning that way. I don't know what match I would do at WrestleMania, but I do think Becky should win here. I don't think the time is right for Charlotte to have that title back. If anything, I think Becky needs to move on to a different feud. Maybe Charlotte wins the Rumble. If they really want to do Charlotte versus Ronda, I think that's going to have to come together last minute, because Becky at the moment is red hot, and actually I could see it being Ronda versus Becky. Talking of Ronda Rousey, the final match that we need to talk about is Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella for that Raw Women's Championship. It's really interesting because you've got Brie Bella at ringside. Now, Natalya could come down and help Ronda. I don't know if WWE are not going to give us some big shocks at this show. I'm expecting something. I'm expecting the 4 MMA horsewomen somehow. I haven't figured out how, but with Shayna Baszler there and Ronda there and the other 2 being signed at the moment, then we could see the 4 MMA horsewomen. Surely, I mean, this would be the perfect stage to do that, and then we can build towards Survivor Series. Maybe at Survivor Series we get the 4 MMA horsewomen taking on Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. That would make sense. So I could see something happening here. Where we get a lot more people getting involved. I don't know if that's going to cost Ronda the title. There's a lot of heat on Nikki and a lot of heat on the Bellas actually at the moment. So it might not be the worst idea for them to cheat their way to the title. Maybe twin magic, something like that. I don't know. Or maybe a distraction from Brie. I think Ronda retains. But don't be surprised if Nikki wins. I could see Nikki winning, you know. I really could. And then that would set up this long-term feud. So, yes, fascinating pay-per-view. We're sure to see Steph. I would imagine Steph will probably kick off the show. Will we see AJ Lee? That is the big question. Will we see AJ Lee? We could. We really could. I know that she doesn't like the company, but she's got a lot of fans, and she won a poll. WWE asked, who do people want to see at Evolution? And there was like all these options, and she picked up, I think, 56% of the vote. WWE had that data back. WWE know that we want to see AJ Lee, and again, the rumor was Vince got on the phone directly himself to call AJ Lee and say, AJ, your fans want to see you. Like, but I don't know. I don't know if AJ would do it or not. It's tough. It's really tough. Maybe there's not been enough time. Maybe she'll sit this one out, but that place will explode. That place will go crazy if AJ Lee makes an appearance. And that is it, guys. That is everything to do with this show. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching, and join me for the live stream. I will be live streaming on YouTube whilst this show is on the air. You can get my live thoughts, reactions. If AJ Lee does come back, join me. We can experience that moment together. And I am super excited for this show. I would love Alundra Blayze to win that Battle Royal as well, by the way, but she won't. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.